Can you tell us what is Git?
It is basically an open source platform where we can modify
Kind of.
version control system.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you very much. So Git is a distributed control system that supports collaboration and allow us to put changes to some remote repository, remote area or something like that on the cloud, to be more specific, right? So it's a way, the Git provides a way to save our project from our local machine to cloud. Our code, it can be not only code, it can be anything, your personal files, But this Git, okay, so there's some concepts of Git, like you can staging, committing. Staging is like you are developing some application and you want to do something else, right? So what will you do? You replicate the folder, the file, or something like that. So Git helps you with that. So instead of copying the file so many times, you can create different branches. There is also a staging area where you can commit your changes, your files in staging area, and then you can modify the same file without replicating the file. And of course, when you need the previous change, you can easily use some Git command to get the change, get the change, the saved change. So this is what we call staging, and you can also committing, right? Committing is like when now you have made some change on your project, and now you want to make it effective. You want to push it to some to cloud. Okay, let's use cloud just to avoid confusion with the remote repository and etc. But we will talk about repository, what repository is. But for now, let's just keep cloud. So when you do changes, you want to make it effective, you want to push to cloud, then just make a commit, right? So we have also branches. So it's like has a tree, right? We have one main branch, right? And from that branch, we also have another branch like my body. I have this, then my heart, and etc. Something like that. So we start with one branch, then we can replicate the branches. There will be lots of branches, yeah. And the collaboration, right? So many people can work at the same project. They can do different things. They can do the same thing, and it's also very important because let's say we are working a project, and I want this this friend here to see my changes. What will I do? I will upload the files on Google Drive or something like this, or maybe I go personally and then showing the project. But I don't need that. I don't need to do that with Git. So Git supports also collaboration. I can just use some Git commands. I will push the changes to cloud. Then you'll be able to see everything I am doing. But Git only is not enough. To do all of this, Git only is not enough. We need something that we call GitHub. GitHub is a platform. It's a cloud. Platform that allows us to store our files that are coming from Git, from our local machine to cloud. GitHub actually is the actual cloud, Yeah, so it allows us to work with Git directly. So apart from GitHub, we also have another called the hosting platform, just as GitLab. Now I think there is one that just came in the market right now, and it's open source. I don't remember the name. Do you guys remember the name? Do you know about that? Gitbucket.
GitLab.
GitLab, I say about GitLab. It's very new. It's very new and it's open source. Maybe you can just Google it. Git?
Yeah.
No. You can just Google. Can you Google it? Like open source. Or just write GitHub open source alternatives. You'll find. Yeah.
GitLab.
Sorry?
GitLab. market.
No. Sorry? No. Just put open source in the end. Yeah, just put open source in the end. I don't remember the name. Yeah, maybe I can check here. I have started the project, so it will be easy to find the project. Sorry? Is it? No. So let me find myself, okay? Thank you very much for the help. No. It just came in the market recently. Gitness. The name is Gitness. Yeah. It's here. Like I have this, I don't know what this, but I really like to start projects on GitHub. I have more than 600 started projects on GitHub. Yeah. Yeah, this one, it's an open source alternative for GitHub. But it's like, it's open source alternative for GitHub, but they call it also GitHub. It's complicated, right? Yeah. So now let's just do a demo. Here, while conducting this demo, I will show you how you can use Git and also making a contribution in real time. So in this demo, we are going to contribute to Savannah bot, which is a Discord bot to help users find GitHub's good first issue on different repositories. You guys know what's good first issue, right? Yeah. So like in open source, we have this, when there is some issue that is easy, or people that have never contributed to that project can easily solve. So those are called good first issue. So it's very important for beginners, like when we are starting. I think many of you also need to know good first issues on GitHub so that you can easily contribute to some project without doing lots of stuff, okay? So we in Angola open source community, we have developed these bots to help the members of our community to find good first issues on our Discord server. So let's go then to the demo. So this is the project. So you can see I'm the maintainer of this project. So what we are going to do, you don't need to follow along, okay? You don't need to follow along. I think I can also share some resources with the GDSC so you can do the same thing. But the first thing that we will do when we are contributing to open source, first we need to install Git, okay? So in this section we are not covering that, but I can show you what is Git. So we have terminal here, it's PowerShell, and let's see if Git is installed, just run and yeah, it's installed, right? So this is the help page. So there are some commands here that we can use to make some operations, some tasks on Git. Yeah, so we have Git installed. So what the first, another step that we need to do is to fork the repository. But you see, there is this option here, clone, right? So you can download the zip, download the code. You can open with GitHub desktop, open on Visual Studio. Now I think since 2022, Git also has implemented the support for open Visual Studio directly on the web instead of running the project and etc. But it can be hard for you because you are not the maintainer of the project, right? You don't have the right permission, you just have the read permission. But I can show you if you just need one thing to do that. You just need to click on dot, and automatically VS Code will be open on our web browser. Yeah, then you can change some things. I mean, like you have VS Code on your browser, change stuff. And another thing that also GitHub has implemented recently, and I really like and I use at the most, is GitHub Code Space. How many of you have heard about GitHub Code Space? Have you used it? No? You? Have you used it, GitHub? Oh, that's good. Also use GitHub Code Space. And for web developers, I think it will be very useful when you are contributing during this month. And I hopefully not only this month, but you can also contribute to open source project next month if you're out to hurry. For web developers, or I think we can run this demo here only on. Okay, so let's do this. Let's fork the project. So what's forking? Forking is the process of replicating a project that doesn't belong to us, right? So I'm right now using a Mancho account, GitHub account, and then I'm forking the repository from Angola Open Source Community Organization. So I will just create a copy of it. I think Lightning in Mancho, Savannah is available, so let's create fork. Okay, now it's like we have our own copy of this project.